the food, she like a saber tooth. You soft as baby food, red thing. But her money is navy blue, I swear a head game. It remind me of Betty Boop, and I ain't say a thing. Little baby do what she do, the way she hit the blade. It remind me of Freddy Krueger, the diamond straight from the jeweler. I ride with a couple shooters that's aiming at your indubitably. I done got her with a Ruger. The silence is like a room, and these silence while in my room, and I've been moving. Shoulda fuck with me sooner. Watch how I play and move. I make the rules and I break them too. Faking who? You making moves with the fakest crew. Shake him loose, get to by his boots. He be shaking too. Breaking news. If a nigga move, he gon' make the news. Haters too. Make a move when I'm making moves. I'm a player too. Bad bitches that came in twos for the paper too. New improving, nothing to prove. You can say it's true. I'm the proof in the pudding too. Watch how I play and move. I make the rules and I break them too. Faking who? You making moves with the fakest crew. Shake him loose, get to by his boots. He be shaking too. Breaking news. If a nigga move, he gon' make the news. Haters too. Make a move when I'm making moves. I'm a player too. Bad bitches that came in twos for the paper too. New improving, nothing to prove. You can say it's true. I'm the proof in the pudding.
Come and watch how I play a move. I play to win, make a pay to choose. I'm making ends, never make a lose. Shaking all these haters loose. I'm on their necks, I should make a noose. Never making threats, never make a truce. Got them saying they the truth. Proof in the pudding, wanna taste the soup. Good game, I can lace your boots. 40 with a laser, shoot a face or two. Pay retainers for the case if you decide to make a statement. Cause I ain't a fool, player moves. Crossover with the layup moves. Kobe when he made the Pacers lose. Obi-Wan Kenobi with the laser moves. They sleeping on me, lazy dudes ain't getting paid to snooze. A lame is what you can't confuse me with. Killers with brooms, hop out and sweep shit. Got a team full of shooters. Let attorneys play the defense, put a beam on the Ruger. Came back from AZ with it, sell a dream to your boo. She fought her taxes, paid me with it, that's player shit. Say you just gave us some free dick, I heard you paid the bitch. Say quit explaining.
The same old fucking niggas you came with, fuck them niggas you bang with. All that bullshit is tainted. Niggas came back to flames, just Satan in the cadence. Better watch what you saying. Playground bully ain't never been one I play with. Flagrant foul niggas getting pushed straight in the pavement. Painless headshot, blood stains sit from a stainless. News clip anchors just making your name famous. You already know who I am. To give balls without correction, nose hard like erection. Flow quick to curve a bitch like a section. No, Mr. Tell the truth, but quick to let you know. Bitch, I'm on the clock without the decimals. Who the fuck you really think you stressing, ho? Get a stepping stone depending on whoever neck you on. Send it right back to your home if you address me wrong. CP9 dressed in all chrome in a dresser drawer. The kinds of this, these convicts are professional. Like, oh, girls are pause, oh my God, forever gave a fuck about a bitch, I be lost. Brand new socks and drawers, I want it all. Like, oh, girls are pause, oh my God, forever gave a fuck about a bitch, I be lost. Brand new socks and drawers, I want it all. Like, oh, I came to shut it down. Chinese choppers got me missing Mr. Childs. Chopsticks to chop a nigga down. Block shit hot, bitch, I get it, chopper style. Ow, it's the one and only, girl, you already know me. If you don't, then you the only. It's the motherfucking big homie. Sorry they ain't let you know I'm posted in my section. No, Mr. Rex, you can see the way they necklace. Over sexy hoes straight from Mexico. Forgot to text the hoe with no gym. Got it off the muscle I was flexing on. Across the state lines, dropping gas like a Texaco. If you ain't calling me the hottest, then what you text me for? Head to toe, I look exceptional. I'm unforgettable. I told her get it right or she get left alone. If you ain't got the answers, then you questionable. Bitch, we do this shit on the regular. You already know who I am. Like, oh, girls are pause, oh my God, if I ever gave a fuck about a bitch, I be lost. Brand new socks and drawers, I want it all. Like, oh, girls are pause, oh my God, if I ever gave a fuck about a bitch, I be lost.
Yo, this is the Blind Greed Podcast. You got Deucestacks the God here, International Nash, and DJ of Triple R. We are blinded by greed. We running towards the bag. Green lights everywhere. You know what I'm talking about. Shit, we're going to start it off today.
Actually, man, give us some mood lights, Deuce. While we in here on the pod. DJ the General Triple R, man, while Deuce getting his bag and, you know, do his thing. We have really good studios, by the way, man. If you ever need any recording, mixing, mastering, this is where you can come holla at Two Stacks. You know what I mean? Deucestacks.
That's truth.
D-U-E, not D-E-U, you fuck.
Yeah, man, that fucking ghetto ass shit where they be spelling it backwards, bro. It's not Deucestacks, okay? It's Deuce. That's D-E-U-C-E-S-T-A-S-T-C-K-S.
Yeah, on all your social media platforms. Keep up with the man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, shit. Also, right now, might as well. I don't know when we dropping this, but fuck it. Officially today, my joint album with R Stills, A Saint, is available for pre-order, and it'll be out officially on the 21st of October. So
it's out when you hear this.
Let's run them fucking numbers up. You feed me?
Yeah, man. Go download Deucestacks back catalog as well. If you fuck with that project, understand he got a lot in the tuck, and a lot you already missed out on. So, with no further ado, we got Mr. Blind Greed himself. By the way, this is the pilot episode, and he coined it. Triple R, DJ, the General. What up, man?
Shout out to the Army.
Shout out to the Army.
Yeah, man. Nah, it's so crazy because we are 3 high vibration dudes, right? And it go to show you how powerful the law of attraction is. That I wasn't like, because I met you through Nash, who I almost didn't meet because I almost didn't go to the fight party. You feel me? And self-promotion, you know what I'm saying? Remember, always promote yourself. If you don't do it, why would anybody else try?
100%.
So I'm talking about the, Triple R podcast and everything that I'm running up. And so we get to chop it up. Then he's like, hey, man, come to the studio. Then like me and you just, boom, click off the dribble.
Hell yeah.
Like, I won't repeat it, but the man told me his real name on the introduction. Then he was like, yo, wait a minute, what?
What the fuck? Yeah, I don't even do that shit.
You're like, yo, my name. He's like, yo, this nigga like my brother, man. Like, I'm like, damn. Like, we just was vibing. Then like one day we came to the studio, everybody had on basketball shorts, and like, it was just like, to me, it was just like
symmetry.
Yeah, like, and how often do you find such a thing?
Yeah, real talk.
You know what I mean? And it was actually through that session, our initial meet, where Blind Greed was even created through just a dope ass cipher.
Yeah, we was just literally politicking on a separate pod that'll be dropping probably before this. I don't know. Well, no, parallel to this. It'll be like you're listening to the future and the present and the past at the same time. So it'll be dope. But yeah, that was going on, and we was talking, and DJ just dropped the bomb, and then it was like one of those moments where you kind of felt like, hey, this is different, bro. This is a different thing. Like, this has so many legs to it. And right now, we're just kind of stretching that first leg and seeing how it, you know what I'm saying, how it go. So, shit, as far as Blind Greed, I think we can start with a topic that's kind of popular right now. It's been circling through the streets. Okay, so if you've been alive in the past, I feel like 20 years, you got to know who 50 Cent is.
Facts.
50 Cent is one of the biggest artists of all time.
Mm-hmm.
To me, he had one of the greatest albums of all time, Get Rich or Die Trying.
Facts.
That intro song, I literally played every game before I played every game when I played in high school. And I made sure I went crazy, bro. That it's impossible, like, not to feel that way.
For
but
sure.
All that to say,
major energy.
Yeah, our legends grow. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And we're blessed enough to be able to grow with our legends and see how their lives develop and how they pan out. And we've all known about 50 Cent's estranged son, Marquise. Yeah, bro, wildin'.
I mean, he was in the video too.
Yeah, in some aspects, people are agreeing with him. A lot of people are disagreeing with him. And a lot of people are saying what he's asking for is relative and it's really just a cry for attention. So I'm interested in hearing everybody's take on it, and from different angles. From one, their exact situation, how you would feel in that situation. And then also, too, like, what do you think the difference is between his situation and the average person? You know what I'm saying? Situation. Whoever would like to go first.
I think I'll jump on it.
All right.
And this is a perfect starter topic for the pod, because this is Blind Greed at its finest.
At its
finest, because here it is. All right, look. People always say, like, I become accustomed to living a certain way. Okay. Well, shit happens. Like, that's life.
100%.
Like, you ain't the first person to be living on top of the world and then you're not on top of the world no more.
Yeah.
So, like, that should never be a valid reason for a person to be saying that they need more free money. You feel me? Now, I understand a person be like, bro, I need to get back to where I was at. I'm finna grind. Like, I can't go to no parties. I can't do nothing outside of grinding. Right?
Yeah.
And that's straight drive. But it's like, I can understand that person saying he need more money because he out there working for it. But a person who is just receiving free money, you know what I mean?
Well, I think, okay, so for one, right, bro has known nothing else. And he probably known more than that. Because when he was first born, his mom and 50, I believe, were still together and messing around. At the time when they were dating, it was reported that 50 Cent was giving the mom $25,000 a month. You feel me? Then,
like peak 50?
Yeah, but not even peak 50. I think when they were together, it was actually more than that. But when they broke up and she asked for more money besides the $25,000 he was just giving her, that's when he was like, "Oh, let's go to the court stand and just do it that way." And then the courts was like, "Oh, $6,700."
Blind greed.
You know what I'm saying? So off of that, it was that. But then also, at one point, 50 was just like, "Hey, fuck you, my nigga. I'm not fucking with you no more because you playing games. And you acting like your mom." You know what I'm saying? And
you remember that? You kept up with this?
No, it's just been refreshed recently. You know what I'm saying?
So you've been able to catch a timeline. Okay.
That's why I wanted to make sure I was well versed before I spoke on it, because shit be tricky when it's family. You know what I'm saying? There's always context. There's always things going on. We look at it and be like, nigga, yo, pops is 50, was giving you 6,700. You should be on. You know what I'm saying? Like, period.
More than anything, exactly that. I think that we don't talk about spoiled rich kids no more.
I mean, nah, and this is spoiled if that's all you've ever known.
Yeah. But I think
that's based on perspective, because I feel like to him too, he can know somebody who really up and be like, look at him differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why he talking about that 6,700. To us, that sound nuts, nigga. It's like 6,700.
And that's the thing. Like, we just gotta really assess a lot of these gaps in realities.
Yeah. And
everybody living in their own little world. And that's why I think it's tough to even have commentary on how this man is living, because like you said, he know what that 25 a month was doing.
That's what he was. That's what he was born on. That's what he was
born into.
So it's like, bro, like let's say, I think my perspective was always one from I can have some perspective because you grew from. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was on Inglewood in an apartment. Then we moved into a house. You feel me? So like, moving into a house and having an apartment before gives you perspective. And also seeing how other family members move. Some homies, you go to their house and it's like 4 or 5 of them in there. You saying shit like that.
So because this little dude doesn't have perspective, now somebody got to be blamed for that. And I feel like bottom line is this is still 50 having to reap what he sowed. Because had you parented him, he probably wouldn't be this ungrateful or even this needy. Because I think we looking at it from, a money standpoint, but like the kid needy. And at the end of the day, he also understands that the money is not going to make him feel better. He learned the lesson early that we all need to learn in terms of like money is not going to, solve your problems. Hence the blind greed, right? It's really about how you feel, and he needs soothing. He really need a hug. He need to feel like somebody care about him. I once heard one of my homies say like, damn, I found out that my parents had me on accident. No wonder I always feel like I'm unwanted. You know what I mean? He like, no matter what I do, it's too deep for me to overcome feeling invalid, because I was born to feel unwanted. I was unwanted the whole time I was in conception.
Okay. I think that's a thing. I think also, as human beings, we have the ability, and DJ is living proof of that, at any moment, we can manifest beyond our current situation and beyond what society, the world, the people around us have put on us. Like, you have that ability. You know what I'm saying? That's why I walk around saying I'm a God constantly. Not to blaspheme.
Be careful what you pray for.
But at the end of the day,
and you
I have
always
the ability
make sure
to create. I have the ability to manifest. I have the ability to control. I have the ability to shape and make different and move in different steps and learn and grow and build and affect.
You know how many different stories I done heard that reinforce that same concept? And then, like, in my adult life, I just remember really reading The Alchemist and, like, having a great time with that book, because it was confirming everything that you just described, right? Like, I recently watched that show, Manifest. It was lit, but I always believed in manifestation. So here we are, where people, back to the realities, right? Like, 50 all overseas, and that man living a great life. You know what I mean? And, I got to give a citation to the Joe Budden pod, because they said something about, Joe said that like 50's life has hardened him in a way where, he's able to shut that off and like not feel connected to his son or feel like he got to like disregard him. And then I had to think about 50, you know, back to the empathy piece. Like, damn, that's probably very true. But then still the kid is needy. Bottom line is like 6,700.
But it wasn't just that 6,700, and he was taking pictures with like 50's enemies. Like, right. He had, bro, like,
and that's where the worlds merge. Because in regular life, it's just a hurt kid that like really needs to go to counseling, right?
Right.
But in celebrity life, I gotta try to embarrass you. Right. You know what I mean? I gotta try to double down on the sauce. And that's where they be having shit fucked up, because it's like, how hurt are you for real if this is your behavior? So like,
and then, bro, think about this, right? Like you said, 50's empathy and situation is different. 50 was shot 9 times.
Exactly.
Also, with the way it's depicted, and I don't know if that's just like fiction or whatever, but you know, fiction always mirrors reality. Like, it was people that was close to him.
Right.
You know the traits that that dude showed him that day when he was looking in the mirror doing some weird shit, you know what I'm saying? Right. And his homie called it out. He saw it then and ignored it. You feel me? I think now he's like, I can't afford to ignore it no matter who it is. So if you showing me this and you my kid and you the one that's closest to me, it's like, man, I'm not about to play with you. That's done.
That reminds me of the DMX song when he said, instead of putting the Mac on him, I did only other thing I could do, turn my back on him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And going back to like perspective about like life, right? And for all of you guys who don't know, I had a life sentence in prison. 58 years of life for murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and shooting in the inhabited dwelling. And I remember it was at a time like dinner, everybody I knew was getting life or getting stretched. And so I'll never forget, right, when I went to Pelican Bay and I seen a dude that I knew. So I'm like, oh shit, like, you know, when you're in the pen, it's just like if you go to a new school, if you see one face that you know, you're like, oh damn, there go my boy. Mm-hmm. Like now the school ain't so new. You know what I mean? And so I was like, I seen him. I'm like, what's up with it, bro? Ooh, he chopping it up. And I'll never forget, like, this nigga said, yeah, these niggas around here, man, acting like they appeal. You know what I'm saying? Waiting on their appeal. I was like, shit, I'm hoping on my appeal too. He's like, nah, but these niggas like acting like, nigga, that shit gonna get them out tomorrow. And I was like, nigga, that's what I want. Like, you know what I'm saying? 100%. Like, everything you shooting down, he like, you know, cuz I'm here. So I'm like, yeah, you know, shit, nigga here too, though. He like, nah, like, I'm here, right here. And so before I ever knew about the law of attraction and manifesting things, I've always practiced it, but it like unbeknownst to me.
You just didn't know what the thing you were practicing. It was something that was just natural to you.
Right. And so when I first got the life sentence, I was like, yo, I'm not accepting this. And so I had a partner of mine. I wrote him like, yeah, Dex, you know, I got white folks gave me all day, but I ain't accepted it. And his response was, he wrote back, man, you need to accept it. That's the only way you can move forward. I stopped writing him. I never wrote him another letter. You feel me? Because I knew without knowing that, like, I could not have that negative energy around me because it would feed my doubt. You know what I mean? We all got doubt. And so, like, going back to the hurt kid, like, okay, $6,700 because I'm totally not on his side. Yeah. But just playing devil's advocate and always looking on both sides of the same coin, like the doubt or the hurt is that maybe he doubted his father even really loved him, because if you love, like, he might be looking at his other celebrity friends or celebrity counterparts and he's like, damn, if you love me. And
his dad got another son now.
Right. I would be living like Justin Combs.
Yeah, bro. It's a lot of people who, okay, T.I. and his son, y'all seen that lately?
Right.
I've heard
what you think,
lightly
DJ?
about it, I don't know.
So I definitely feel.
Can we explain
T.I.
what it is?
So his son been getting in a lot of trouble and everything like that. He trying to save him, but then he just recently got arrested, I believe, right?
Yep.
And T.I. was just like, he got to learn, or he gonna end up dead, or he gonna be in like behind bars. And I feel him because that goes back to what Nash said about 50. Like, Matt had 50 parented him, maybe dude wouldn't feel like this, right? And so I feel like T.I., even though I know tough love is very hard, like, to receive, a lot of times it's easy to give, even though people say, oh, this hurt me more than it hurt you.
Yo, people need it, though. It's just,
no, that's fact.
We're all different species. So I'm glad we can agree that that's not necessarily a bad thing, but even just looking at his son wants to live a certain lifestyle.
Right.
You know what I mean? And T.I.
that you
know
didn't
that.
even grow up as.
But he growing up now.
Right. Now you trying to play the game.
How old is he, like 20, 21?
Yeah.
But bro, too, it's like,
That's part of it, though.
Really just,
no, I fully agree with T.
He really just acting like his dad. Like he just really
T.I. had a career like that.
T.I. 100% did. T.I. was in and out of jail his whole career.
Right.
Yo, T.I. was big time bugging, bro, because he called himself the Jay-Z of the South and then just fell off after that. And we know how we feel about Hov.
Right. Hov is for sure my goat.
Even Deuce's whole face is like Jay-Z of the South.
Yeah, no.
That's Scarface.
Yeah, Face Mob is like different.
Yeah, bro.
Somebody mic is moving.
Probably mine. Oh, that's him? Where y'all want to go from there, man? Because I don't really want to keep talking about niggas and their kids, you know.
You know what I like to speak about? Just because, like, the blind greed.
Since the pilot, man, we could just keep drilling it in their head, blind greed. So when you see our logo, Big Benjamin Franklin with his blinders on.
Right.
1,000.
Hey, we gonna have the hardest logo out here for sure out of all the... We gonna be the fastest up and coming. Man, look, we gonna talk about these goals. 2023 is about to be a wrap. And we not even about to work as hard as y'all niggas.
Facts. And I just want to say, like, I was just talking to dudes about how grimy today's society is, right?
No morals.
And, like, you know, I did my 15 years, and the LA that I came home to wasn't the LA that I left. Like, I remember before, like, I was telling these dudes, like, say if me and you hit a lick, right? And I know, like, okay, I know you just as crazy as me. I know you'll pop. Like, and we both know that about each other. So it's kind of, it keeps the whole lick balanced.
It keeps you honest.
Because I know what I know.
Right, because you just saying to yourself, like, okay, keep it clean or he'll pop me. And you telling yourself, like, I better not try no funny shit with this dude because he'll pop me. So it was just that. Right? Only dudes that really got on the lick was like a dude that was considered a sucker.
Yeah.
But nowadays, dudes are like, yo, I know Nash will pop me.
They don't give it. They'll just pop
and they'll still like, I'm willing to take that chance. Yeah. Right? Like the blind greed. And it's like.
So blind greed low key running our society right now?
It is.
Yo, you know, this is what I think about that. When I first heard it, I was like, damn, that's like capitalism out of control. And then I started going to, since we met for real, when did we meet, bro? That was earlier this year, huh?
Yeah.
I think I've been to Africa since we met.
Yeah, you did.
And I saw it out there, bro, because niggas is really doing drugs in the street. You know what I mean? Like, hardcore, like the fucking 80s type shit. Like, abandoned little building. Niggas is dope.
Shit you see in the movies.
And,
I'm over there like, damn, this is crazy. And I'm walking through downtown. And you know how, like, we have our downtown, let's say, like, Broadway, where, like, the new foot action and all that is out.
Yeah.
You know how them buildings is hella old. They historic.
Right.
Imagine walking down there and like one that's not so old is like the whole building is for sale. That's how it was being in South Africa downtown. I'm like, yo, the whole building is for... I could buy the building right now? That's crazy.
$30.
Ain't nowhere... But that's my thing is, no developed city in America are you able to purchase a building downtown.
Right.
You feel me? So it's only a matter of time before like the capitalism kind of spreads and like people just get hip to, you know, being business owners and whatnot. But I think our society is resetting in terms of the Walmarts closing down and the small businesses coming back to thrive.
Right.
I think entrepreneurship is back. I think people are working for themselves.
That's true.
More than ever. And I think that our ambitions as people, because I think, to be honest, our communities have selectively touched money. Mm-hmm. You know, like, I don't think we've had generational wealth for real yet. And I don't think we even understand what that looks like in terms of amassing that. Like, you have to have blind greed in order to make so much money that your kids' is going to eat.
Right.
Even just that, like your grandkids, right? That's a lot of money.
Right.
And that's the standard for these people. I ain't even going to talk about other communities, but like, you know, damn, I don't even want to bleep nothing out, but like, I'll just be in Vegas, so I see a lot of different type of wealth.
Right.
And that's how I got exposure to blind greed, because I've seen dudes shooting craps at like $500 a bet, like, and you got 8 bets on the table, and I'm counting that up. I'm like, 5 times 8. He just bet 4 bands and lost it, and he betting again.
Right.
That's crazy loot. And then I'm talking to other dudes drunk as hell trying to talk to me, and I'm just like, ugh, y'all got blind greed all over y'all, but like, what's up?
Yeah.
And dude really tells me like, how are you able to bet with me like this? It's like you pocket checking me, and I'm like, what do you do for a living? Because you asked me like 10 questions. When I told you I was from Compton, you like backed up and wanted to tell me you was from Redondo. Cool. But like, why are you in the table throwing your money away like this? You know what I mean? Like, they literally not letting us win, and you're not phased. I'm annoyed. This nigga said, I just built a lot of shitty houses for people over the years, and I got in lucky, you know, at the right time, and like,
cashed out.
I'm chilling. You know, like, he got a whole construction company, and let's say over the last 15, 20 years, he's built 40 houses a year, complexes, whatever. You got enough money where like you can bet, you know, $1,000 a hand or pass money to your grandkids. Like, that's crazy. So, you know, I think blind greed in a way can be a little healthy if we really lock in.
If you know how to zone it in, I'll let you. I'll get to you.
Yep.
For sure.
But I was thinking like too about blind greed, right? And I talked about this on Counterculture with y'all.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, that's where blind greed actually was coined. So I was talking about like the EDD and the PPP loans, right?
Yeah.
And so for the first time in dudes' lives, they had more money than they ever knew. You know how you sit on the block, you like, man, if I ever had this much money, I'd do this. And then they had it.
That shit was like adult Christmas. Niggas
Right.
was buying 4-wheelers.
So-
my nigga. I was like, why is everybody having a 4-wheeler right now?
But this is what the blind greed is, right? And this is what social media done. See, social media is the guardian spirit for blind greed. Woo. Because you could be treating your girl like super dope, or your girl could be treating you super dope, right? Mm-hmm. Then you look on Instagram and you look, damn, India just gave Dirk 28 acres of land for his birthday. Mm-hmm. Your girl, like, you always said how you wanted a Ferrari or whatever, you know, just, and she gets that for you, and you be like,
that's 28 acres.
Damn, like, I was trying to really shit on niggas like Dirk, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you supposed to want to be like India, like, man, well,
you can get a nigga 14 acres.
That's the blind greed.
Yeah,
that's the blind greed. It's like
touching so much dough.
I'm not jealous of you, but I want to just outshine you every chance I get, and because I'm greedy for the spotlight.
How is that possible? How is it possible for you not to be jealous but want to outshine somebody?
That's the blindness of the greed. You want it, because that's all greed is. Greed is like, I want everything. But the blind greed is like, I really see, when I say that I'm rooting for you, it's like consciously I'm rooting for you, but self-consciously, like, I want to be the man. It can't be two men. Like, Deion Sanders said, his mom told him, like
Joe Pesci in Casino.
She said, Deion,
we bringing them.
No matter how bad you are, just know that there's somebody, you know, badder. So, you know, stay humble. He said, nah, mama. He said, if we all bad, somebody got to be the baddest. Mm-hmm. And that's going to be me. Ain't going to be no badder. I'm the baddest. Mm-hmm. And that's that blind greed. That's that. See, his blind greed was consciously put forth to be the best. But the blind greed that I speak of is, how come it's you and it's not me? I think I'm better than you. How man, I'm way smarter than you. How the hell you keep getting all? How you get all these? How you?
Yo,
that's what it is.
I really be looking at niggas. Nah, I be blatant with it. I be like, yo, this nigga cannot be smarter than me. Like, I just don't believe it. He don't even look intelligent like that. And that's just when I be out in LA, man. Like, niggas be having bread.
But bro, this is the thing too. It's like, I know niggas who operate on a high frequency who try to do a low frequency lick. And it's not that they don't understand the mechanics of it. It's just because they're not on that frequency, they get hit for it quick. A nigga who is very low frequency, pull that low frequency shit off for life, bro.
Right.
And slide. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who they are. I'm on everything, my nigga.
No, you're not lying.
Just be sliding. You be like, why does this nigga do this? And it's like, he's grime, bro. Like, he's supposed to do that. It's not for
Slime
you.
is supposed to be able to move easily.
It's not supposed to be friction with that. It's supposed to be able just to do what you need to do, keep it going. Like, bro's the the planet's equalizer. He run around when your shit going good, nigga. He's the nigga who broke into your car. Yes, he's the nigga who made sure that loan nigga get approved somehow, nigga. It was that nigga. He did something, bro. Like, and he up. You know what I'm saying? So it's just always, I feel like, being aware of your surroundings, but I do feel like there are definite positives to blind greed because
facts.
That blind greed that Dion had, like, Dion is the GOAT. It ain't nobody better than him. Like, bro, doing
I
both
get a
sides.
Deion Sanders jersey for every team he played for real, because he played for some teams with some fire jerseys. The Niners got fire jerseys, the Cowboys and the Falcons got fire jerseys. So,
and his baseball jersey was sick.
Man, that's what I'm saying. Like, his colorways, like, even now, what he doing in the college game?
He just whole nother swag.
Dog, Dion.
Play my theme music. Like, you ain't never seen no coach
letting
say
the
that.
team be swagged out. Them dudes got chains on and shit. I'm like,
but never forget Dion's, never forget his draft day, bro.
Bro, he was prime time. He from Miami.
Like, never forget that.
Up, like, Miami Hurricane era, bro. What?
He grew up when Miami was really Miami.
Oh, let's be okay. I got you. So we on football. We on blind greed. Let's talk about Tom Brady. Tom Brady right now with his wife, right? Mm-hmm. They're divorcing
because he won't give it up.
He won't give it up.
I mean, my thing is like, he on the brink of like immortality,
right?
You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know what that feel like.
You ever seen the movie Troy?
100%.
Right.
One of my favorite fucking movies of all time, bro.
Achilles says, no, so the kid comes, this is big, I'm talking about
big
this
ass
big
nigga,
dude.
Bro. Like, he's like the equivalent back then of being like, let's say,
Shaq.
It would be like 7'3", bro.
Right. Oh,
Shaq.
Sweezy though.
Yeah.
Like,
small.
Yeah, but bigger than Shaq in his prime.
Like The Rock,
yes,
together.
Like they had a baby and this was
Terry
him.
Crews was like running around. You feel me? Or like Bane was actually tall.
Right.
No,
Bane was
say
tall.
The Rock meets Shaq.
So
I like that.
This little kid runs to him. Achilles is laid up with like 2-3 females.
GOAT, man.
And
so fucking great.
So the little boy says, "Hey, they requesting you to fight." And so Achilles gets up, like, no issue. Not no like, oh man, tell him I'm tired. Like, he like, for sure. He get to put the stuff on. And he like, what does he look like? And he's like, he's the biggest creature I ever seen in my life. I certainly wouldn't fight him. He said, that's why nobody will ever remember your name.
Bro, went off, bro.
And ran, like, dude is right there. And Achilles is like, just run.
Bro, walking up
watching Troy this weekend.
He started
hit him in the neck, and it's over.
I'm watching Troy.
It's
this
over.
weekend.
Listen to me, my nigga. I'm not even capping. It's one of the greatest films ever. It's from it's an excerpt actually from the Odyssey, which is like one of the greatest epics ever.
I know about the Odyssey.
Yeah,
I just didn't know about Troy.
Troy is the part when
the Trojan horse.
Ulysses was over there and was like, "Yo, let's use the horse and shit."
The thing is, I know about all these characters in the story, and like I'm big on my philosophy, so like
fire.
Yeah,
you'll love it.
I'm familiar with Achilles, and
bro,
like, you know,
I watched it on bootleg.
Hill come from.
I watched it on bootleg when it first came out. Right?
Yeah.
My neighbor had it, and we was watching it, and I was just like, "Yo, oh, boom, perfect." Oh, look, this is a great segue for this blind greed, right?
For sure.
Power. Ghost.
Okay.
Ghost had the. I said social media. But if blind greed was personified, it was Ghost. Because if you look at everything that he did, it was all off of greed.
But see what was crazy, bro, about it, why I feel like bro was such a good actor for that role.
Perfect.
I can't see nobody else.
Nobody else could have played James St. Patrick.
When you was watching, bro, you really didn't feel like he was being greedy.
No.
You felt like he was trying to like do it, but like
right thing.
from everybody else's
you wanted to side with him so much.
I'm so happy you said that because I used to say, because I was like, I watched it.
Like, why
illegally.
did you do what he say?
Right.
And
I used to be like, why is everybody around Ghost trying to bring him down? Because like when he wanted to go into the clubs, right?
No, you need
Tasha
to
wanted
sell
to.
drugs.
He's like, when you met me, what did you talk about? I was gonna be. She's like the biggest damn drug dealer. And I was like, Tasha she's an
There's
anchorweight.
just a lot of black women like that though. The thing is, I fuck with the show because of the accuracy.
You think
of
the
the
writing
casting.
changed over time though? Because
I think what they had to make it more.
It seemed like
elaborate.
Tasha kind of wanted, bro, not to be a drug dealer after being so adamant in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I think she wanted to show the complexity of the evolving minds and how the worlds was changing.
Yeah,
like how Ghost was always gonna be Ghost, right? Because you saw like, and every time he tried to go straight, shit happened where he had to be Ghost again, even when he really didn't want to.
Yeah, it's that same little story with the damn, I can't even think of the movie with my man in it.
He was just too
white boy.
He was too arrogant because it's like, bro, all right, you could be a nigga, right, to a certain level.
Carlito's Way. It's that story. Carlito's Way.
That's same kind of arrogance, right?
I had to get that off.
Bro, you can't change who you was in the same spot that you was at.
Jay-Z said the best. He says, you could change your clothes, but that's just the top layer.
Yeah,
man, you was who you was before you got here.
Son, so I'm arguing with my girl, Blind Greed. This probably don't have nothing to do with it, right? But I sarcastically said some shit like, oh, so I'm just a hoe, like I'm for hire. And she was like, you is. I was dying because I'm like, yo, how much truth is in that statement? Because I was joking, motherfucker.
What they saying? Every joke is some truth?
Yeah, man, facts. Every time. A little bit in there. But yeah, I'm not for hire.
That's hilarious.
That shit is hilarious.
Nah, bro, but yeah, that ghost shit is crazy, bro. I felt like the acting on it was really like, it really made me feel like the whole time he was trying to get out and everybody was just pulling him down. You feel me?
But that's the thing. I could relate to him because it's like you dating a woman, but you in love with another woman, right? Like
the problem with bro is he just never told anybody the truth. If he ever told one time, he just sat down and was like...
He probably was a Pisces.
Bro just never was just like, he never told one person, yo, this the full shit.
That's why his name was Ghost, though, bro. He wouldn't be Ghost.
This is my
without
belief.
That.
Tell me.
Right? Because he was a people pleaser. And so when you're a people pleaser, you can't tell the truth. Because you got to say whatever you feel like that person is going to make that person happen. And I'm guilty of that at times. Like, me and my girl, like, when we were splitting up, like, I was saying things that I knew that she wanted to hear, so I didn't have to see her cry.
Damn, dog. And you know, there's other terms for that. We can get into that another time. Nah, because I really think, back to this Blind Greed, though, right? I think that as a man, I think with the show Power...
I think that could be labeled as Blind Greed, too. You not telling the truth because you wanted a certain reaction because you didn't want to deal with the reality of it. So like, you were like,
but it's a certain power that comes with that.
In the light,
and that's why you could relate to Ghost because you would have been doing the same shit. Everybody can't. You can't tell me that it ain't a such thing as privileged information.
Facts.
That's all. Exactly. So you could relate to Ghost handling his business in that manner.
But brother, the problem is this: when you compartmentalize people and then play them close at the same time, you automatically jade them.
He didn't do that all the time, though. A lot of
100%, my nigga.
Yeah.
With everybody.
That was his whole thing.
He did it with Tommy. He did it with his girl. He did it with Angela. He did it with his business partners. He did it with
Ghost's
Son.
whole thing was he needed to know what your weakness was, and so he can exploit the hell out of it.
Damn.
Like he knew him and Angela's love story was always the biggest or the greatest what
he
if.
Said, no, he said, I know I can hit this whatever and get this bitch to do whatever I want her to.
He turned like a real live like blue blood cop into a criminal.
Yeah.
Then he went and turned
like 6 or 7 other ones.
Then he went and turned Mayor Rashad into like a big time crook. Like,
but you know that's the thing. Like, he really showed you like as a drug dealer to be the savviest of the savvy.
You gotta be. I always tell people this, right? And this is going like for the Blind Greed, like, and I just want to like really talk about my prison experience real quick before we wrap. And Blind Greed is what set me free, right? And the reason why I say that is because I was able to use it in the positive. Like, it was times like you see dudes, bro, like in prison, canteen is like everything. Canteen and packages is like, especially packages. Packages is like where you get your super fly shit at, right?
Canteen is.
Canteen is like your soups, chips, things that you would buy from the commissary. packages where you can get a higher quality of those same products that they sell at the canteen. So some canteens is pretty good. Some is like real shitty.
Did they have like an approved list of things you can get?
So I would see dudes like come out and eat like some extravagant shit. But I would eat extravagant stuff too, but they was eating it all 30 days. After like maybe 15, I'm back plain Jane.
Reggie.
Straight noodle, some beans. I'm hoping I got some pork rinds to make it some meat and some cheese and some mayonnaise.
Jesus Christ.
You feel me? Like that was for me. That was like, but it was cool for me. I was like,
what's up?
I'm good. I'm not starving. I'm not begging. But
nah, I'm going on record. I'm killing myself. Telling y'all. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna kill myself.
I'm like, hey, look, man. Tell me whatever I need to get to this crazy house for 6 months.
Right.
Nigga, so I can get back to the streets. Streets need me.
But my blind greed was I was not going to accept the fact that I was not going to ever get out of prison.
100%.
And so I played every angle. Like,
I'm greedy.
I tried.
Tried the crazy angle?
Nah. Because they say that two people they don't let out of prison is crazy people and criminally insane people.
Oh, damn.
So,
Criminally insane.
so,
You're the Joker.
Wait, so how do they define criminally insane?
The Joker, nigga.
Like, you're so crazy that you will go out and do this again.
You will bomb
and you can't help
some
yourself.
Shit.
You can't help yourself.
You go kill.
You're criminally insane. You have a criminal mind, but you have a mental disorder.
But shouldn't they be in a mental facility?
No, they're like, because you're gonna find a way out of there. You need to be where somebody can shoot you if you mastermind a plan.
That's crazy,
right? And so like I always told myself like I'm getting out of here. So I studied the law books, bro. Like I was about to take a bar exam. I put together a proper appeal. Got denied. I even received an extra life sentence. Right?
For trying to appeal. And nigga said more life.
So how'd you get the extra life?
They hit you with the Drake, nigga. More life?
This nigga
they reversed a sentence and said, oh, you should have got life for this sentence and brought me back down.
Nigga said, you think you out of here?
Took the 8 years.
Sit your ass down again, nigga.
And gave me 15 to life for it, right?
Double life.
But boom, I fought it, got it off, right?
Wait, so, okay, sorry, I'm just to keep asking questions while you're talking, but it's interesting. So they had your 8, and then what made them go back and reassess and like, this nigga need more?
When we appealed the case, they overlooked it and said, oh, the sentencing court mis-sentenced you. You were supposed to receive 15 to life for this shooting and habitat dwelling, but you only got 8 years. I ended up going back, getting that off of me, whatever. And I told my auntie, I said, hey, if we got to get them off one at a time, as long as we get them off, that's all that matters. Like my mind was so focused on getting out, right? And I never
L off gotta feel crazy,
bro. It's bananas, like
because that made you feel like it was even possible to get the other ones. It's like
right,
yeah, bro, this can be done,
right? You feel me? So,
all you need is that little bit of hope.
I remember. I'll never forget this night. I was in Pelican Bay. Me and my son was watching the Oscars, and they were singing "Freedom," right? John Legend and Common. And so after Common had finished busting his Hot 16, he got to saying like, let's end mass incarceration. Let's whoop through. Like, and I told my homie, I said, hey, bro. He said, what up? I said, nigga, we gonna go home. I said, you better get ready. He said, why you say that? I said, nigga, this is the biggest stage in the whole world.
Yeah.
This nigga just talk about end mass incarceration, nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga, get ready. I said, if the celebrities are behind it, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
They got too much influence.
Yeah.
So I just told myself, I'm like, boom, I just started getting on my shit. And then it just consumed me. Like, if it wasn't about going home, I did not give a fuck about it. Like, dudes could be talking to me and I just like straight be zoned out. I'd be thinking about like,
what I'm gonna do?
Damn, how would I answer this if I had to go to the board? How would I? And then like I got my sentence commuted. And then I seen other dudes blind greed, right? Because now it's like, damn, this canteen, this packages don't mean shit. Like, he finna go home. I still got life. And so dudes start acting like jealous, you know what I'm saying, acting shitty.
Damn.
And I was like, damn, like, You would think that you would be
happy for me.
Yeah. But then it hit me. I
motivated.
But then it hit me, right? And this is one of the other truest forms of blind greed, right? When you start being successful and other people don't, they hate you because reality sets that they have not done shit. And so now they greedy for your success. And so they might even smile in your face, but they like, yeah, me and Deuce was both rapping and we was, now he opening up for Wooty Woo.
Yeah.
Like a big act. And you doing a 100 city tour.
Yeah.
And they like, what the
fuck?
Yeah, so now reality hits them because they like, I remember that time I went to Vegas to go to the green room and Deuce was locked in the studio for that whole weekend.
Yeah.
I remember the time when, you know what I'm saying? And so now it hits them. And just like in there, like dudes was hustling their asses off. And I remember a dude asked me, he said, man, why you don't hustle to your biggest advantage or to your greatest potential? I said, because I want to go home more than I want to be rich in jail.
100%. That's not the goal for me.
No.
I ain't planning on being here that long.
And so I just feel like with that said, I feel like this was a great pilot and intro into the culture of blind greed.
Yeah, into the possibility and concepts and different ways that it can be interpreted, it can go, and we can grow from and show you the things that you can't see.
International?
I mean, look, if y'all ain't got a passport, man, you can't even really talk to me. So, like, nah, I'm here for the jokes, man. Like, but at the end of the day, the blind greed, you know, you gotta be healthy with the balance. You know what I mean? I'm out of here with that.
Yep.
And before I sign off, I'm gonna just say it's been a great moment. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is history in the making.
Hell yeah.
I want to say, tune in, because what we talk about is how to open your eyes to see everything you can't see right now. Be like a turtle and see through murky water. Blind greed, don't let it affect you.
1000 and we out.